Hi guys, welcome back to the Magic Garage. Today I'm going to be teaching you all a trick called the Ein Pein Chein magic trick. Now this is a really cool trick because apart from the fact you need very minimal props to perform it, it's also about a 2-second setup for the initial trick, and it works really well in a routine with other card and coin and magic tricks. And one trick that it works really well with, guys, if you know it, is called Pressure, and it's by Daniel Garcia. And you can perform Pressure straight after you perform Ein Pein Chein, and you can actually perform it with exactly the same deck of cards. So let's get into the performance for Ein Pein Chein. Okay guys, so what I have here is a regular deck of bicycle playing cards, and what I'm going to get you to do is just touch any card you like. So this one, okay, so we'll use that card. If I can just get you to memorize that card, I'm not going to look. We're going to place that on top of the deck, and then we're going to lose your card into the deck. We're just going to give it a few shuffles, just get your card nice and lost into the deck. What I'm going to do is snap my fingers, give a magical wave, count to 1, 2, 3, and just like that, your card reveals itself to be indeed the 2 of diamonds. That's not your card. Oh really? Oh, that's alright. You see, whenever I do my magic tricks, I always have a backup plan. So if something goes wrong, then I always have something to back me up. Did you notice this coin here? I bet you didn't. Let me show you what it's for. See, Australian currency is made out of a really special alloy, and that alloy is really hard to copy. And that's one cool thing about it, but the other cool thing is the fact that it's actually really good at revealing things, revealing thoughts, and in this case, revealing your selected card. Take this coin and we're going to tie it to the deck here, just like so. And here's what we're going to do. Oh, silly thing. It's going to come out. Okay, there we go. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to say the magic words. So, Ein Pein Chein. And just like that, the coin reveals your card to be indeed the Jack of Diamonds. And that, guys, is the performance for Ein Pein Chein. So here's the tutorial for Ein Pein Chein. Now the really cool thing about this trick, as I mentioned before, is you need really minimal props. The only things you're going to need for this trick, other than a regular deck of cards, are 2 coins, identical coins, and a rubber band. 20-cent pieces for Australian currency work really well. And if you live over in America, on the other side of the world, then use a quarter, because they work really well also. As I mentioned before, this trick has about a 2-second setup. And the only setup for this trick is to place the rubber band on your left wrist, and to place one of the coins in your left palm. Make sure you take note of which side of the coin is facing towards the ground. In my case, it's the heads side of the coin. You're then going to take the deck and place that over the coin, just like so. Now I'm going to be teaching you a different pattern in this tutorial to the one that I used in front of the camera, because when you're performing this to a spectator, there's a really cool story that you can make up. To start the trick, you're going to go up to whoever you're performing to, and don't even mention it, but just ask them to hold on to this coin. Don't even say why, just hand it to them. What you're going to do is spread the deck out, and you'll notice if I have the deck spread out, you still cannot see that coin under the deck. And you don't want anyone at any time during the trick to see this coin, so keep it hidden at all times. You're going to spread the deck out and have them just touch any card they like. Don't have them take it out, because if the deck jolts, you could give away the coin in your palm. Have them touch any card, out-jolt that card, and simply take it out and show them, or even hand it to them so they can have a look and everyone else that's watching can see it too. Make sure you don't see the card and have them memorize that card. You're going to place the card on top of the deck, and what you're going to do now is control this card to the bottom of the pack. And to do this, you're simply going to do a simple Hindu shuffle, but the first card you take off is going to be the selected card, and then you can take chunks of the pack off. So now the selected card is on the bottom of the pack, and no one even knows. Another cool thing you can do with this shuffle is to actually, once you've shuffled it once, shuffle it again. Continue to do a Hindu shuffle, but instead of taking cards from the bottom, take cards from the middle of the pack. That will leave the selected card on the bottom of the deck. Continue to shuffle the deck. And now you can say that you're going to you're going to count to 1, 2, 3, give a snap and a magical wave, and you're going to flip the top card of the pack over and act as if you know that that's a spectator's card. obviously they're automatically going to know that that's not their card, and you need to act surprised as if, oh, really? Oh, okay. And then mention that you always have a backup plan whenever you do your tricks. And that backup plan is actually the coin that they're holding and have been throughout the trick. You're going to say to them, the really cool thing about Australian or American currency is the fact that they're made out of an alloy that is really hard to copy. Now you see, this alloy is really not dense, it has a really low density. Now obviously all this is just claptrap, it doesn't mean anything, but it just kind of, it sounds true. So you say, it has a really low density. And because it has a low density, it makes it really easy for the coin to absorb things. Now as I had you select a card, what this coin was doing was absorbing your thoughts. And in this case, the card you were thinking about, your selected card. What you're going to do now is you're going to take that coin, and you now remember which face the coin in your palm is facing the ground. So in my case, the heads of the coin was facing the ground. So you're going to take the heads of your coin and place that face up on the pack. You're going to say, let me show you what I mean, okay? You probably think I'm going crazy about all this thought stuff, but I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to take the rubber band, and what you're going to do is take the rubber band off your wrist, hold it on your right hand just like this, grab the deck and the coin that's under the pack just like so, as well as the coin that's on top, so you should be in this position basically. Try and center the coins, and you'll be able to feel this, so that one is pretty much on top of the other. What you're going to do now, without revealing anything on the bottom of the pack, is simply take the rubber band and just tie both the coins to the deck. Now I actually had to go over this 3 times to make it tight enough to keep the coins on the deck. Now if you let go of the pack, it's okay, because this coin's going to be held on. Now the reason you had to make note of which face was facing up on this side of the pack is because the way the trick works is you say Ein Pein Chein, the magic words. Now as you say each word, you actually throw the pack to the other hand. What happens is the first 2 times you throw the pack, it's going to do a 360, and the card that you had face up already on the pack, in this case the King of Hearts, is going to land. So no one's going to see that, so it should look something like that. So it's Ein Pein, and then on the 3rd word, you're actually only going to spin the deck 180, so then it lands on the other card and apparently reveals the selected card. Now in my performance, you did actually get a glimpse of this coin, and that was when I was placing the rubber band around the pack. But that's okay, because I'm teaching you this trick anyway. But that's one thing you really want to be careful of when you perform this live to other people. So that's as simple as it is. Simply count to Ein, flip the deck 180, Pein, flip the deck 180, and then Chein, and then flip the deck, 360, and then flip the deck 180. That's as simple as it is. Now to actually flip the deck off your hand, all you're going to do is, as the pack starts to roll off your palm, simply flick your fingers up like that, and you'll get that kind of an effect. Okay, and that will happen, and you'll actually be able to quite easily control how far the pack can spin throughout the air. If you want it to do more than a 180, you can. Okay, so it's really quite simple. So that's all there is to it. It's just Ein, Pein, and then Chein. Now once you've revealed the selected card, everyone's going to be amazed. And there are a couple of downsides to this trick. And the first and most obvious one being the fact that the pack is now face up, whereas when you had this card here, it was all face down. So you can't actually take the selected card out to hand out. But you can take off the rubber band, being very careful not to lose this coin and have it drop on the ground. Keep that coin in your hand, show everyone that rubber band, have them check the coin out, and what you can do is you can simply take this card away as you bring the pack down to your pocket. You can't even do a wrist kill here, because if you do, everyone's going to see that other card and the trick will be given away. So there are a couple of downsides to this trick, but I think that with every magic trick there's always an upside and a downside to it, and this is just one of its flaws. Come up with your own. Maybe if you've got an idea or a way to fix that, maybe if you flip this card over so you can do then a wrist kill. Whatever you can come up with, give it a shot, but it's a really cool trick. It's quite easy, but it will take a little bit of practice just to get the flipping of the deck right. So just like so, and then once you practice it a bit, it'll become something really natural, and it'll just be really quite easy to actually practice, to actually flip the deck. So that's it. That's the Ein Pein magic trick. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later.